button, but I hope you're having a good day today. Welcome to my kitchen. I'm Bee from Thermomix, and today I will be sharing with you my top 3 Varoma tips. So for those of you that haven't got a Thermomix, you might be wondering, what is a Varoma? Or maybe you have a machine and you haven't used your Varoma that much. So I'm going to show you 3 little things that will definitely help you getting this out of your drawer or your shelves, wherever you store your Thermomix goodies, because this little Varoma, I should say big Varoma, is going to come in handy every single time you use your machine, one way or another. And I would say my top tip number 1 would be how to use your Varoma is a colander. Yes, you heard me correctly, a colander. So when, for example, if you have cooked some pasta and you want to pull out your normal colander from inside your drawers, replace it with using this, because the capacity for it is 3.2 liters. The surface area is pretty big, and you will be able to put this straight inside your sink and drain out those ingredients. Another really good one regarding colander work is to wash your fruit and your vegetable inside these. Absolutely brilliant. Instead of you having to pull out your normal colander, you can just use this. And if you're doing the cooking anyway, it means it's one less dish. So this is tip number 1. All right, now, second tip, some of you may not have heard this before, but if you're an avid jam maker, or perhaps you even have a baby, you can use your Varoma to sterilize things. Yes, sterilize. So I'm going to teach you exactly what you need to do. The first thing is you're going to get your jars or your containers that you do want to sterilize, and you want to make sure that you're putting them upside down so that the steam will actually come from the bottom of your machine and get into those, obviously the inside part of what you're sterilizing. Now, a really great little tip is for you to go onto your driving screen, which is those 3 little circles, the initial screen. When you boot your machine up, you'll see, working from left to right, there will be your time. So you're going to zoom that up to 20 minutes. Then your temperature, your second dial, is going to be up to Varoma. That means the steam will be pushed up from the bottom up into your Varoma itself. And then the third option is your speed, and that will be either speed 2 or 3 or even 4 if you'd like. Remember, bear in mind, each time you increase that speed, it will actually force the water harder through your lid. So I'd say between 2 and 4, depending on how much water you have. So I'm going to explain about the water that you're going to put inside your jug. So for every 30 minutes of steaming, I would say on the lower end of the speed, so for example, speed number 1 or number 2, I would suggest putting in 500 mils of water. So if you will be increasing that speed to speed 4 or speed 6, then definitely consider adding in extra amounts of water. So, for example, if I'm going to steam these jars that I'm going to use for making some jam, what I will be doing is putting on my lid just like this, and I will be putting on the time for 20 minutes, the temperature for Varoma, and then speed number 2, and I will definitely putting in 1 liter of water. Then spin your dial and let that work itself through, and that will definitely steam and clean, sterilize those jars for making jam or anything else like your veggie stock or anything that calls for your jar to be sterilized, so that the food that you put inside that will keep a lot better. All right, so that's tip number 2. The last tip, which I do have for you, is it's a little bit of a maybe one that you might not have seen before. So I'm going to explain it. So, if you haven't seen this already, this is available on the Mix Shop. It's for $9.95. And if you would like to do anything where you are steaming anything, for example, that is large and needs to be off the surface of your Varoma base, you will use the trivet to actually lay on, for example, a chook, a whole chook. Yes, you can steam a whole chicken inside here. It was probably maximum about 2.5 kilos, depending on how big the bird is. But definitely, I would say about 2.5 kilos worth of chook. Put your lid on and you'll be able to steam that. And remember what I mentioned about the time with the water. So for every 30 minutes, add in 500 mils. So you would, generally speaking, steam your chook for about 60 minutes to 65, maybe 70 minutes. Come in and check to see when you separate the leg off of the body, if there's still pinkness in the liquid, it means just continue cooking that for a couple of extra minutes until that actually leaves. But if you don't have this, this is a wonderful little tip for you. You can get your butterfly, and this does come with your machine. Lay this on the base of your Varoma, and you will be able to put your chook on top of that. So if you're not able to get your hands on the trivet, or you haven't done a shop in the Mix Shop just yet, please pull out your butterfly and utilize this at the base, and you will be able to steam your chicken inside your Varoma. Now, if you love your chicken to have crispy skin, all you need to do is boost up your oven and put that under the grill for about 5-10 minutes, depending on how crispy you prefer that. And one last little extra tip I am going to share with you is this, that you can actually use your Varoma. So imagine I've put in a massive amount of spinach or some lettuce leaves, and I've washed those. All I need to do is put my lid on and I can shake it and have a salad spinner. Yes, a salad spinner. So I hope these tips have helped you today get more use out of your little Varoma. And if you have any comments or questions, please add your favorite tip below and let me know. I'd love to find out how you use your Varoma in your kitchen. Have a fantastic day, what's left of it, and I hope you've enjoyed these tips this week. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. Have a great day.